Hello, Stan. Here we are in a man cave. Rugby's on this afternoon. Live, see, 3 o'clock. So this will be going on YouTube before 4 o'clock, hopefully. So. Hang on a minute. It's been a while, a few weeks since I've had my ugly mug in front of the camera. I thought, oh, time. I did it. Film on in the background. You won't guess it. I've never heard of it before. What have I been up to? Well, today, instead of doing individual videos on these things that have just come my way, I'm going to just do the lot. So it might be a bit of chit chat thrown in. Here, my back is in pieces. Without going too much into it, something I had to do something last week, and eventually I got to work on my bike. I had to get my cycling gear off, and my bike back went. So I had physio at the weekend, Friday, and it's not like a massage. You get like a nice massage. It's not one of them. It's when you all that sort of carry on going on. So I've had all that done to me. So anyway, back to Militaria. That's what we've come here for, as we always. So first of all, Austrian shirt. It was like £3. So I bought that because I'm not really fussy about my mannequins when they've got shirts on. I'm not really bothered. As long as it's a military shirt, in inverted commas, olive drab or grey, I'm not really phased. I'm not spending all the money on, I'm not a perfectionist, as we all know. So although I did watch a bit of an ITN documentary the other day about the last days of the DDR before the Berlin Wall fell, and the border guards with their open neck shirts and ties. I have my border guard, even though it's not set up at the minute, dressed differently. There with a closed neck. I might do the collar and tie. I don't know. I quite like that. So anyway, in other news, in my little notes that I've got here, YouTube, it done something to my phone, or I don't know what's going on. But you know when you get, if you use your phone as your main contact through YouTube, which I do, you get your little notifications on the top and you drag them down, have a look and see who's commented, see whose videos are up. Then you go in your channel and there's a little bell and it might have 6 or 9 plus notifications. When I go on there now, it just says your notifications live here. So if over the coming months, until I can sort it, weeks, days, I've tried everything, reloading the app, if I can't get it fixed, if someone comments and I don't see it, or the video comes up and I don't see it and I don't comment, that's the reason why. It's not because I'm ignoring you, because I don't ignore anybody. So I would like to, first of all, thank the great boys at BLITZ1944. Now, if you've been watching my channel, you know the last couple of weeks they've sent me a couple of parcels up. They've been clearing stuff out, and they've done it again. Senior Blitz said to me, I've got a West German tunic, if you want it. And I said, yeah, okay, I'll have that, because I do collect West German stuff. And they've sent me it, and they've also put something else in there, which, again, thanks very much, honestly. It's a great channel. If you're not subscribed to BLITZ1944, what's wrong with you? Get over there and subscribe to them, because they really are a nice pair of lads. I mean, I've traded with them, I've sent them stuff, but they've sent me far more my way. But we'll get to that as we work through the pile of Militaria that I've got in front of me. So, first of all, I've just been, probably had a bad back. I thought I want to treat myself to some little bits of this and that now. Bear in mind that I spent a few years in Australia. I was actually out with someone yesterday from Australia. I don't have a lot of Militaria. I think it might be in here. It might be in here. No, it's not. I do have something in there, a little cap badge. It must be upstairs. And I've got a shirt. What do you call it? The jelly bean camo. I've got one of those, but I don't have it much. So I saw this online, and I'm trying to find the right way out. Right way up. Is that the right way up? I should probably put my reading glasses on. Should I put my reading glasses on? Bad backs, bad eyes. I've probably got bad breath as well. Anyway, let's have a look. So this Sydney. Oh, it's got a telephone number on the back, and it is that way. So you can see that. City of Sydney, RSL. Is it going to focus? Let's just focus on me, innit? Oh, come on, you swining thing. Play the game. Away. Trust me, it says City of Sydney RSL on the back. There's a telephone number. So the RSL in Australia is like the British Legion. I've never been in a British Legion. I don't think. Not to be, no, unless I was at a wedding or something, or a christening. I don't think the British Legion clubs still. One round here is gone. But the RSL is a similar thing, Return Services League, and you don't have to be. I don't believe you have to be ex-military. No, you don't have to be ex-military to be a member. And you basically, if you're just Joe Public off the street, even if you're not a member of the club, you can go in and you can sign a temporary slip. That's how it was when I lived there. And I'm not sure if there must be countrywide. A lot of them around the Sydney area, and they are. A lot of them have like little displays of stuff that maybe that regiment or that RSL has the affiliation to. The one where I lived had an artillery piece outside the club and a great big propeller, and they're sort of like Australian clubs different from clubs over here. British clubs seem to be a bit more, I don't know, down at heel maybe. I'm not sure if that's the right word. Australian clubs, you go in and there's a lot of gambling machines. A lot of them have like there's a sports clubs, well, rugby clubs, rugby league clubs in New South Wales, which are not like rugby clubs over here. And you've got bowling clubs and you've got return services clubs, and food's a big part of it. It's almost like, to put it another way, especially if you lived in a small town like I did, or a suburb, your RSL or your bowling club has got everything you need. You want a night out, you want to go for, sometimes they have Chinese restaurants in them, or an Italian themed restaurant. You want to go for something to eat on a Saturday night with your wife, your friends, you go there, you can get a beer, you can have your meal, and there might even be a show on, or a band or a dance sort of thing. You know, it's quite like maybe as workmen clubs probably still are in this country now. I don't go in like clubs as such a very club person, but in Australia I did, simply because sometimes it was the only act in town, and they're very good they are too. So that's a City of Sydney RSL pin badge. Again, a couple of quid, but yeah, I should get some little Australian bits. Ooh, talk. It's gonna be a long video this, me talking crap as always. Second thing I got, I think I paid the going rate maybe a little bit too much for this actually, 15 quid. And I don't know why I bought it, to be honest. I put an offer in. So what is it? It's a Swedish, I did write my notes down, I think M31. Now, thanks to BLITZ1944, he suggested to me that this was modelled on the German World War I, and it is. It's got the felt pop covers, pop rivet things here. Now, on some I've seen on images, there's the 3 crowns of the Swedish Army is stamped in here, but this hasn't got any stamps on it. And I did look it up, and it was modelled on the German World War I. What I'm going to do with it, I'm just going to clip it on in, because he is a Swedish Home Guard, circa 1940s, and I've had a load of hassle for that one. There's been numerous people come on my channel and go, yeah, it's a World War II tunic, but it was modified after post-war, how would you call it? World War II, it's not World War II, blah blah. Listen, in Steel and Stan's Man Cave, that's a World War II Swedish Home Guard. Alright, just get over it, don't worry about it, don't lose sleep over the fact that you might think I've done something wrong, because everything in here is wrong, it's all fantasy. So there you go, Swedish M31 or M37, M31 I think, water canteen. Now I reckon that's, I reckon you could use that. I mean, I did see another video someone put one on and said they were all made late after the war, none of them were issued, but I don't know, this looks like it's had a bit of weight to it. So yeah, like the European, very European. Looks like the German World War II. It looks similar, doesn't it? I've got to check one somewhere. Oh, I can't be bothered looking for it. But they're similar to that. So, anything else? Shall we go? We'll go on to binoculars next. Because I'm a binocular expert, aren't I? People, my friends on YouTube and fellow collectors, certain people have asked me, oh, what do you think of this stand, blah, blah, blah. And I've been on here and I've said, oh yeah, binoculars, blah, 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 I know. And I've actually not listened to my own advice. So there you go. It's cost me 50 quid. No, £45. So these here. Olive drab. Number 5 Mark IV. Prismatic binoculars. 7x50 magnification. Now these were introduced 1935, 1936. If you look it up, some say they were used initially in World War II for coastal watchers, searchlight units, you know. Later on, they had a long service life, these binoculars. Later, you couldn't imagine these being field binoculars, they'd be bounced around too much. They do have a ranging graticule in the right eye. These were definitely used into the 1980s, and some sources say they were used until 2015. So there you go. This one, Mark IV, these will be introduced in 1941. 1947, they were all, the ones that were still in use, still in service, were all ordered to be painted olive drab. That's why I bought them, because I've only ever seen a couple like this. And, you know, they're not rare, but, and you can't see the date on there because it's been painted over, I think, and some of it's been scratched out as well. And it's got a crack on the individual eye focus, and the individual eye focus and doodah going on. As I say, right, ranging graticule in the right eye. Now, I always, forgot about that. It also says they may, some of them had retrofitted coated lenses. Now, if you look at that there, I think those look like a bluey, slightly blue look to the lens. I think that means these could have been coated. Now, these have been dropped. See, the top of the thing there. Now, Salem Stan always says when regarding binoculars, oh, make sure they're collimated. Ask them if they don't say, guess what I did? I bought these, I put an offer in, she accepted it, and I never asked if they were collimated. Are they collimated, Stan? Are they? No, they're not. They're not collimated. They're actually worse than the pair I have here. But, so don't tell my wife, because I paid 45 quid for them. But, you know, you can look through one eye. I think it's been dropped, that's probably what's done it. These, I believe, have like a cemented in prism, because the other few pairs I've got, I was going to get them repaired, and the bloke said they're an absolute nightmare. They're not. It's not worth it. But these are going to go on my British 1980s mannequin, because from that period being painted olive drab. I do have a spare leather strap on one of the old binoculars over there. I thought one of the big Militaria dealers were doing repro canvas straps webbing, but I can't find out. I can't find out which one is. So this is another pair of them. These are they're the same binoculars. I think they're made by somebody else. I'm not sure they're made by to paint it over. But these are these have got like purging ports. So there was various Mark 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and they're all slightly different. So that I think these are discollimated as well. Yeah, they are. And it's got the ranging graphical. They are nice binoculars. So I've got the pair I've got over there are the same as these, but the civilian version. I had another pair. I passed them on. I think I passed them on to Andrew Johnson. I think they were discollimated. I think as well. So it seems to be a popular thing, them being discollimated, probably because they've got cemented prisms, and if they get jiggled around, it's very hard. You can't adjust them. So that's binoculars out the way. So that's me bino prismatics number 5, Mark 4, number 5, Mark 4. Right now, taking me notes with me Blitz 1944 pen. We'll have a look at the tank, Panzer, Armoured Brigade, Bundeswehr, tunic. So again, if someone helps me out with these things, I always mention them. So Jim Timber, Blitz 1944 senior said, it's a Panzer dress tunic. So it's got the pink Waffenfarbe Bundeswehr. I wasn't sure of the rank, and Jim Timber, I'd messaged him. I just said, I've got some new kit, what do you reckon? And he said, that's a fighter, Lance Corporal. So, and if it was that type of metal, it's post 1973. Looked inside the pocket, and it's April 1975. So that's the badge of the Armoured Brigade, or Panzer Brigade there. Again, if I've got it 100%, I do apologise. I do like West German, East German stuff, because, you know, 1975, the Cold War was red hot. So that's a very nice tunic. That it is in a small size. Even though I am 5'11" and a bit, and I'm not a skinny person, it actually, I can get it on. But it's really, I look at Norman Wisdom. So it's not for wearing, it's not a top drinking tunic. This is going to be for the West German corner. You know, people have kindly sent me stuff. military mad. He gave me a load of kit, so I'm always very grateful to people. And you know, I have a surfeit of binoculars, so there are other things I don't mind trading, because I do like binoculars, and I always know what I'm doing when I'm buying them, don't I? Unless I buy this collimated. Right, so I'm nearly finished. Only 15 minutes of me talking. And drink a nice cheeky wine. So, in the package that the boys from Blitz sent me, with total surprise, wasn't expecting it. There you go. Now, I'll have to put me glasses on again. This is a 1944 dated leave certificate for the Kriegsmarine. Right there, you can see. It's bad for the light there, isn't it? But the date on here, it says from, I think, 5th to the 10th, 1943, but it's dated August 1944, so it's a late war one. But thanks very much, Blitz chaps, because I mean, this is, I've got so much paperwork off the Blitz boys the last few weeks, along with other stuff that I already had. I can really put together. I already have a German cabinet upstairs, a German cabinet here. If I put it all in one place, I'd have a really substantial display, you know, mixed in with the real helmets. I bought a real helmet from the Blitz boys. I've got a relic helmet off them. I've got my K98Ks, etc., mixed in with some repro stuff. It'd be a first-rate display, and not for thousands and thousands of pounds, you know. So that's your leave certificate. Now I am learning German. I've been doing it a year. Now again, the last time I said the war in the West, victory in the West. It said on the last video I was doing. I don't know. You can still, you know, I'm learning away, but I'm still not very good. But as far as I'm aware, like Krieg is war, Urlaub is holiday, vacation. So war leave or war holiday, Sheen must be slip, something along them lines. Now I did, and this is for a fella called Hermann Leinweber, 31st of August 1944. Now I did go to the I tried Google Translate, but I couldn't get it to work on here. But this script here in the middle, it says something like, well, I'll go, hang on, give me a minute, get my breath back. So all service personnel in the German Army granted 14 days a year, and to maintain morale. Quite how that worked if you were on the Eastern Front and you were getting attacked by the Russians. I put my older form in. I put it in for more than 14 days. Illness, and if you had, sometimes you could go home for other reasons, you know. So they were broken up. You didn't take the 14 days at once. It was to maintain morale. I don't know if the Brits had a similar thing. As far as I'm aware, I've only just come across this leave certificate. I wasn't sure. I'd never seen one before. So, you know, collectors have been doing it for years. I go, you never seen a leave certificate? Where have you been, Stan? I said, well, I haven't. So there you go. So this script in the middle, I painstakingly translated it to the best of my ability using my phone and Google Translate. So just bear with me. It's something like, he travels on a small armed forces ticket. Only the usual travel route may be used. Trips via major detours as well as zigzag and round trips are prohibited. The use of Wehrmacht Armed Forces tickets or public transport tickets for the route specified in the Wehrmacht ticket is prohibited. He is informed of the orders. Something along that lines. You can take a look. You can pause that and maybe try it yourself. And it's got the stamp of the German. It's just Kriegsmarine at the bottom. So there you go. That's it. That's me little collection of odds and ends from Blitz 1944, and we'll just go through them one more time again just to make sure we've touched base and we know what we're talking about. So that's the RSL badge, very nice. My Bino Prismatics Mach 5 number 4 in olive drab. Swedish canteen. My Kriegsmarine leave certificate, and West German Panzer tunic, and my Blitz 1944 pen, and I'll cover a name up on here. My wife's WH Smith 12 pence wooden ruler from school. She found it. Oh, can you put that in your shed? I'll put it in the shed, all right. Anyway, so that's enough of me talking. That's nearly 20 minutes of me spinning out a video that should have lasted 5. So, all the best to you. And this is Stan, and I will see you.